Your cat isn't following you for attention. They're following you for reassurance. Most people think this behavior means their cat is being needy or curious or simply bored. But that quiet shadow behind you carries a deeper message. Because when your cat walks from room to room just to stay near you, without rubbing, without meowing, without asking for anything, they're not looking for interaction. They're looking for connection. And what this silent following really means at the end might change the way you see every step you take around your home. The first thing to understand is this: your cat follows you because you are their point of stability. In a cat's world, safety is not found in walls or furniture. It's found in predictable presence. You are the moving center of their environment. The familiar sound of footsteps, the steady rhythm of routine, a living signal that everything is still normal. So when you stand up and leave a room, your cat often rises too. Not urgently, not dramatically, just quietly. They trail behind you at a distance, a few steps back, watching. That distance matters, because it shows something very specific about how your cat feels. They trust you enough to stay close, but they respect your space enough not to demand contact. And here's where it gets deeper. Sometimes your cat follows you because they are checking that you haven't disappeared. Cats form attachments in a subtle way. They don't always express it through touch. They express it through proximity. Being in the same room as you is their version of comfort. So when you move, they move. Not because they want something, but because your presence calms their nervous system. You might notice it most in quiet moments. You walk to the kitchen. They appear at the doorway. You step into another room. They settle just inside. You sit down. They lie nearby. No noise, no demand, just quiet closeness. But that's not the most important part. Because following behavior also reveals how much your cat relies on your emotional signals. Cats are extremely sensitive to mood. They notice tension in your shoulders, changes in your breathing, the way your voice sounds when you're tired or stressed. Long before you realize it yourself, your cat has already sensed the shift. And when something feels different about you, they stay closer. Not to interfere, to monitor, to make sure the person they depend on is still okay. That's why your cat may follow you more on difficult days. Days when your routine changes. Days when you move more slowly. Days when your energy feels heavy. Your cat responds by reducing distance. They keep you within sight. And here's the subtle truth. They are not merely watching you. They are regulating themselves through you. Your presence helps them feel grounded. Most people miss this next one. Sometimes your cat follows you because they are protecting their bond with you. In nature, cats rely on relationships for survival. They stay near trusted companions. They maintain visual contact. Distance can create uncertainty. So when you move from room to room, your cat follows to maintain connection. It's not control, it's reassurance. They are making sure the bond remains intact. And that's why they don't always touch you. Touch is not always necessary. Presence is enough. Being near you is the message. But there's another layer hidden beneath this behavior, one that feels more emotional. Your cat may follow you quietly because they feel vulnerable when they are alone. Not afraid in a dramatic sense, just uneasy in an empty space. Cats prefer environments where they can observe activity. Stillness without company can feel uncertain. So when you leave a room, the space changes, the sounds fade, the movement stops, the energy shifts. Your cat senses that shift immediately, and instead of staying behind, they choose to stay with the source of familiarity, you. And here's where it becomes personal. The way your cat follows you can reveal how secure they feel in your relationship. A confident, trusting cat will follow calmly, their body relaxed, their steps unhurried, their eyes soft. They don't rush, they don't cling, they simply stay near. That quiet following is a sign of emotional stability. It means your cat believes you are reliable, that you will return, that you will remain present, that you are safe to be around. But there is one situation where following behavior becomes more intense, and when it does, it deserves attention. If your cat suddenly begins following you everywhere, more than usual, something inside their world may have changed. Perhaps a new environment, a new person, a disruption in routine, or even a subtle shift in how much time you spend together. Cats notice absence. They feel it when you come home later than usual, when your schedule becomes unpredictable, when your attention feels divided. They don't complain. They adjust. And sometimes that adjustment shows up as constant following, not because they want control, because they want reassurance that the connection still exists. And here's the most important part. Your cat does not follow you because they are dependent. They follow you because you matter. In their mind, staying close to you is the safest choice. Out of every person, out of every place, out of every corner of the home, they chose your direction. They chose your path. They chose your presence. So the next time you walk into another room and hear soft footsteps behind you, pause for a moment. Look back. Notice the distance they keep. Notice the calm in their posture. Notice the quiet loyalty in their movement. Because to your cat, this was never about curiosity. It was about staying connected to the one place that feels steady in their world.